party. Today is the 23rd of April 2022. And today I have got Joy. Joy is the Joy Kit by Samantha Gregory, and she was reborn by Gay Smith over in Adelaide. I got her from the Adelaide Doll Show when I went over there. Must be 3 years now, I'm not quite sure when it was. Must be coming up 3 years. So I thought I'd have Joy with me today. The reason for Joy's name is because I kept the kit name because my mum's second name was Joyce. And it was because, I know I can't put it any way else, it's because it's the result of Mum passing away that I was able to do some trips around the place and buy these magnificent works of art. So this is Joy. So what did I have in that container? Well, I'll put Joy down and we'll talk about what's in the container. These are yummy Aussie biscuits. I'm not quite sure, this is kind of rocky. I'm not quite sure if New Zealand have them, because Anzac Australia New Zealand Army Corps, which was, I'm not quite sure, it goes back to World War One. And Anzac Day this year it always falls on the 25th of April. Which is Monday. So in Australia, we have another long weekend. So what are these? More food in the video. How many times is now the last the last three maybe videos I've had food. But these are Anzac biscuits. I will actually I've got my tablet and I'll go into there and go find out, I'll Google and find out why these are called Anzac biscuits. I had to get the Coles brand. I went into Coles because they had some things on special I wanted, plus something I wanted to buy for extra points, plus they actually have pikelets. I love their pikelets. But this is an Anzac biscuit. They are nice. Here we go. Cely, you're eating again. No, I haven't eaten since I had lunch. I had to go out, and you'll find out in a few weeks why I had to go out today. Hopefully someone will notice. We'll see what happens. And I had to have lunch out because I had no bread. I had the last of the bread last night, so I had lunch out at Subway. And it's the longest I've been away from home since I've been in Grafton. I left here about, I think it was maybe about 12:15. Then I had to go and get my lunch and hang around till my appointment. But these are yummy. The ends, oh, they're a bit soft. Usually they're crunchy. Now, no, Cely got the mouthful again. These are Coles own brand. So, Anzac is when Anzac Day is when we remember those who fought for our country, and especially those who actually passed away. They died for their country. And it's done every year. I think America, you have Veterans Day, which is the same thing. If I'm correct, if I'm not correct, can you just? I'm pretty sure you call it Veterans Day. We call it Anzac Day. I'm not quite sure about the UK. Maybe some beautiful person out there, you know, I'm talking. Well, let me know what you do to remember those who have fought for their country. What have we got to go? Google. Trusty tablet. Anzac biscuits. I think Anzac Day, N-A-C. Oh, I can't spell. A-N. Anzac Day. Anzac Day is a public holiday Australia-wide. Anzac Day, Anzac Day, Anzac Day. Anzac Day, the 25th of April, I'm pretty sure it goes back to 1915. I really should look this up before this. I think it's when okay, here. What is Anzac Day all about? Anzac Day marks the first major military battle fought by Australian and New Zealand forces during World War I. On April 25th, 1915, the Anzacs, the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, landed on Gallipoli Peninsula in Turkey. They were part of an Allied mission to capture Constantinople, now Istanbul, the capital of one of Germany's major allies, the Ottoman Empire. What was expected to be a quick military campaign turned into a long battle and a heavy loss of life. The Anzacs were met with resistance from Ottoman Turks, which dragged out their campaign for 8 months. There were mass casualties and great hardships on both sides. While the campaign culminated in defeat for the Anzacs, their bravery during the battle left a powerful legacy that continues to be commemorated. We have, as I said, we have every year on the 25th of April, every year. We have a dawn service. Different areas around Australia, they have a dawn service because that is when the soldiers landed at Gallipoli, was at dawn. And poppies is something that is worn for Anzac Day, because the red poppies, they were filled over there or something, and the red was from the red blood of all the soldiers and men who were killed. The history of Anzac Biscuits, this is where I'm coming. In an effort to boost morale, loved ones sent care packages containing Anzac Biscuits to the troops. With her tough exterior and consistency, the Anzac Biscuit was designed to travel well over several weeks at sea. The recipe doesn't contain any eggs, instead golden syrup that binds it to a sweet treat together. Years later, you can still find the iconic Anzac Biscuit at supermarket, cafes, school canteens and many people's kitchen. The red poppy, as I said, which is what we buy and wear, although I couldn't get to buy one today because there was not a place nearby. During World War I, red poppies were amongst the first plants to grow on the Western Front in Europe. Soldiers believed blood of their comrade soaking in the ground created vivid red of the flower. It is an enduring symbol of remembrance, a representation of those who lost their lives or suffered in wars. Rosemary is also a thing for remembrance. Rosemary is linked to Australia Day because it grew wild across the Gallipoli Peninsula. Dating back to folk medicine centuries ago, rosemary has long been associated with improving memory, which is why the red poppy, like the red poppy, it became a symbol of remembrance. As a sign of respect on Anzac Day, a sprig of rosemary is often worn, often with red poppy. New Zealand also observed Anzac Day on the 25th because of Anzac is Australia and New Zealand. The original Anzac biscuit was a savoury version known as the Anzac tile or wafer. So that's it. I've had, that I know of in my family, two members of my family were actually went to war. I know my great-grandfather, which was Mum's grandfather, he went to war. He went to the First World War in 1915, which was strange because his wife had died not long before, and he had, I think maybe five, they were all daughters, and he left these daughters to go and fight in the war. I have no idea why. I don't think anyone will know these days, because I think maybe because his wife had died. Why should I stay behind? I don't know. That's what I think. His eldest daughter was about 15, 16, and I think she was Helen. I'm pretty sure she was Helen, which was my mother's mum. And she was classified as his next of kin. And I don't know who looked after these children while he was at war. He did come back home, so yeah. My great uncle Vic, my paternal grandfather's brother, he was in the war, but I'm not quite sure where he was. As I said, I don't know where my great-grandfather, where he was. I should find out more about this. As I said, Anzac Day is not just for the First World War. It's for any conflict which Australia, New Zealand any Australian or New Zealand has had in fighting for their country. It could be World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, Afghanistan, any war that our soldiers have been to fight and who have lost their life. Anzac Day is a day of remembrance for those, and not to forget that hopefully there will never be a big war. I know there's a war over in Europe. I think it's still going. As I said, I don't watch the news, so I don't know nothing. And it's sad. I know Vic should have had, I think Vic died of some kind of cancer, and because in the Second World War there was it Agent Orange, and Dad was thinking that maybe the corpse, whatever, should have paid for the headstone on his grave because he actually fought in the war, which they should have done. But they didn't, but that's okay. Vic is buried up in Bray Park. He is buried next to his nephew, Frank. Actually, where Vic is buried is where the grave where my grandparents were going to be buried, next to their son. But when Vic died in 1970 something, I don't know, 71, may have been 70, 71, something like that, he passed away. They knew he always wanted to move to the Tweed, up near Moranbah area. So his sister, she took it into her, and Nana and Pop must have agreed to let him take their spot next to their son. So that is where Vic was buried. Another guy I knew he was in Vietnam was Sarge. Many of you who don't know who Sarge was. Sarge was this perfect gentleman who I met in 2008, not long after I moved to Coffs Harbour. I have never met a man or person who has treated me with great respect than him. You know, and when he died, it was really heartbreaking because it was sad. He wasn't buried. He's what I got told. Well, his wife wouldn't tell me anything. Not tell me anything. All she told me was that he had died, and please take your email off this email list. And I thought, it's not for you. She told me she died and everything. So I Googled and I found out where he died, what he died of, and where he was buried, which he actually wasn't buried. He had his ashes, and his family took those ashes away. So there's nowhere to go and visit his grave. I don't know what you do with the ashes. So that's it. That's all about Anzac Day. Let me see. So, my pommy-cos out there, let me know, how do you celebrate remembrance? It's not celebrate. It's a Remembrance Day for those who have died. I know London, they copped it in the Second War. Second War went longer than the first one. Went way too much longer than the first one. They all went too much longer. I don't even know why the war started. War is created by man. I don't know what they do to create this war, but something's got to be done. I don't know what else is happening. So that's it about Anzac Day. And yummy bickies. I'll have these with a cuppa later. Down there. You can probably hear Archie. I'm in my bedroom today. What's thing happening? Oh, I tell you, I've had a really bad week. I mean, really bad week. Not physically, but mentally. I got over that tiredness, and here was feeling really good about myself and who I am. So I decided, okay, it's time to actually put myself out there again. So to maybe meet someone. So I joined some, I think about 3 groups on Facebook. They were lesbians groups. Everything was going good. Welcoming the groups, all this. Then I'm not quite sure what day it was. The rules of the groups are you're not supposed to message anyone unless you ask. That is the rule of groups. I got a message. I can't remember what day it was. This woman, I actually made a comment. I made a post about asking if anyone in the area. And instead of posting on the post I made, she actually messaged me. And I didn't know how to react. I was shocked because I knew it was against the rules to message anyone. So all day I was thinking about it. I went back later on there. There was another message from someone else who wanted a friend request. And that was it. So I messaged an admin of the group just to query, it is the rules not to message anyone. I told her I joined. I was going to ease myself back into it to get out there. That then these messages, yes, normally they're just messages. But to me, it was like I did not want anyone to message me. It just brought up everything about friends, and how it is hard for me not just to make them, but to keep them. They either leave or they treat me like trash and I leave them. But it really, I couldn't sleep. I don't know what, last weekend, 3-4 days, my sleep was just a mess. Getting to sleep, and my eating just went out. I mean, it went out. I had a jelly and I had some ice cream where I'd have 2 ice creams a day with jelly, and what else did I have? Had some crushed pineapple. I just ate one of the one. If I would want to eat something, I would just eat it. This is how I was feeling because of what they were. And it took me, when I get upset like this, it takes me a few days to actually get into feeling good again. And it is, some people do not. I did check the rules of this group, and I could not see that it was a rule that you can't message anyone. But the admin, she said it is a rule, but I said it wasn't there. She wanted to know who they were. I only can remember one, who it was, and I told her that. She was a Karen. She was a Karen. And I can't remember the other person. I deleted the messages, so I couldn't remember. So the admin did the good thing. She actually deleted all my comments and posts that I had made in that group, so that I wouldn't get any more messages. So it really set me back a bit in doing that. And I know I'm feeling good, but just now thinking about it, it does upset me at some people that it's admin fault for not putting in the rules. But it is a rule in all them groups. It is not to message anyone without asking first, because they do say they did have a post on Facebook where people add their photos, you know, and if someone loves your photo, then it's okay to message them. They say this in the post, it's okay to message them. So I didn't do anything. You know, I was not up to messaging anyone. I just want to ease myself into getting out there slowly. And this is what I told the admin. I just wanted to do it slowly to get myself comfortable in being in that environment again. But at the moment, it's scary. I mean, it is scary. Maybe I'm not meant to find anyone. With the way I've been treated in the past, it makes me scared to actually get out there again. I don't know. I don't want to, the one thing is, I don't want to die alone. I want to be with someone who she wants to be with me. Me and my ex, we were never friends. There was never a friendship there, which it was just straight into the relationship. That was it. It was not friends. And which I didn't think of it at the part. All I thought, I don't know. I stayed in that relationship way too long. Way too long. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. Depression is the pits. I don't know when it was now. When I was still living in Coffs, it might have been a couple of years ago. My depression was playing up and everything over the weekend, and I got on the bus. I got off the bus and I was talking. There was this one lady we talked to. I said, I've had a bad weekend because of my depression. She said, yes, I get depressed sometimes too. I said, being depressed and having depression are two different things. And crying is the worst. All you want to do is cry. I don't know. Archie gives me smiles. I think he said something out there earlier, which I don't think he should have said, but then again, I said it, so he said it. His birthday's coming up soon. He's the 8th of May, he'll be 1. So I haven't got many photos of him, what photos I get, pick them out and put them into a little video and put them in order. And I should take some more. I love it when he gets out of the cage, but I don't like it when he bites my ear. He's not scared of me. I can put my hands in the cage, putting the paper in, no worries, getting his seed out. He doesn't worry. He'll jump on me and everything. He'll come out. Was it yesterday? He was out, he was on top of the cage, and I went out to the kitchen, I come back and he wasn't there. I thought, where is he? My goodness, where is he? He was actually sitting on the door of the cage. Oh, he only be one. I actually wasn't quite, I didn't know when he was born, when he was hatched. When I got him, he was about 6 or 7 weeks old, so I counted back. I said early May. I thought the 8th of May. May because my birthday is on the 8th of September, so I thought the 8th of May. Think of the 8th of September. As you know, I'm coming up to 65, and as I said in the last video, I've decided to do a giveaway. I was going to do this one, but she's not doing videos. I haven't seen a comment or anything, so I don't know what is happening with her. So I decided to choose someone else. And I think I said last week I was going to let you know who this person was, but I thought, no, I'll wait. Do a few more hints about who this person is. I don't even know her name because she goes by another name. And I wanted to see if you think who I know, if you think you know who I'm talking about, email me. If you think it's you, email me. This person, I've said before, I think she's only got one reborn doll. That's okay. Everybody has one. Sometimes, I don't know why I bought so many. They're just, it's like one, you get more. This is, I don't make chemicals, that's better. And yes, the name she goes by is, and I think she's commented on the last 3, at least the last 3 videos. So if you want to go and check back the last 3 videos and see who has commented on each of those videos. If you know who it is, if it's you, if you know it's you, message me. And I will, once you tell me it is you, I say yes, then I will announce who is getting this giveaway. It's going to be a mainly Aussie giveaway, and it's only going to be small because with postage and everything, I'll just see how things go. Well, it's not September. I've got a bit to save up for what I'm going. I've got a little box. What to get in the little box? Oh, that's why I got one of my Target things. And I'm thinking that will be the box that I'll use to send. So I'm going to go onto Australia Post website and measure the box up and actually see how much it will cost to send and the weight and everything. Although at the moment it's empty. I think that I know there's some things I actually got to find. I think they're in my suitcase there. I haven't unpacked yet. Oh. My anxiety hit me this morning. It wasn't really bad, but it was there. And before I left home, it wasn't really, not as bad as it has been in the past, when I was in coughs. So I sat down, I put my iPod on with my beautiful music and playing on my phone, doing this, help fill my mind with stuff. And I walked. It takes me about 25 minutes, something to walk. I just take my time. And when I've got music playing, I actually do a little skip along. Yeah, a bit of wiggle along. I sing along. I don't care. I'm having fun. And yeah, my Target deliveries I got the other week. I will do that in my next video. I've got some videos. Sorry, not videos. Some jigsaws today from Target. I think they're going to be too big for my table I use. I think they might be. So I'm going to have to. I actually got a jigsaw. I went into Big W. When I've been to Big W, I've only just gone to one thing. So I just walked in and while I walk around, thought, oh, they've got paper towels on special. I always buy, I don't like spending more than $1 for a roll of paper towel, for one paper. And this is a pack of 6, and they were for $6. So I got 2. So yeah, I know the other week when I was in Aldi, I got 2 rolls, but 2 there, but Aldi's are okay. Yeah, I got enough. I'm just thinking about beetroot. I have to get some beetroot when I go shopping on Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, tired. What else is going on, eh? My Anzac Biscuits, oh, they're yummy. So I'm going to have a cup of tea after I have my Anzac Biscuits while I'm putting this together. At the moment, what am I doing? I'm binge watching Prisoner. I'm up to, I don't know how the seasons work. Because even though it's seasoned so many, they've got so many episodes, I'm pretty sure Prisoner only had an episode a week. And there's 52 weeks a year. But they didn't actually have they all, as you know, they all have over Christmas, they all have a break. So there's 70 something, some episodes got 72 episodes. I thought, that's not right. So far, they've only added up to season 8. So I'm on season 6, and I just get there and watch them. Make a bit of money online, which come in handy for what I had to go today for. And it helped with today. I thought when I get them, I won't say anything to see if you realise something. But something that I had to get because things were getting worse, and I needed to get these, so I went and got them. And it's a good thing. I actually had them on my phone, what I wanted, and I asked the question about these other ones and everything. They're all the same. So amazing. So I know I might let you know next week. What else is that? Nothing much is happening. I didn't weigh myself last Monday because I wasn't the right front, wasn't feeling good actually to get on the scales. But I'll see what happens Monday. But in saying that, if I haven't put on weight, I'll be shocked. I mean, I haven't really been watching what I eat. My wheat picks I usually weigh for 30 grams. I haven't been doing, I just do 2 wheat picks, which is more than 30 grams. So, I don't know. I finally finished watching the Waltons. There's a website that I found ages ago, and found the Waltons, which was great, and I finally finished the last episode. And the one thing about the Waltons which was sad is that Olivia and John weren't in the last couple of seasons, and they got a new John boy, which didn't make it right because it just didn't seem right. But not to have Olivia and John there at the end, it was like their kids had been abandoned. Just the kids and everything there. I watched the video on YouTube yesterday, I think it was, yesterday. It was Judy Norton, the one who played Mary Ellen. She's got a YouTube video. And she was chatting to the ones who played John Curtis, you know, Curtis in the video, in the series. They come in, they're a set of twins, and I think she said they started in season 7. So, yeah, she was talking to them, and they look really old. How old? I don't know how old they'd be. Will she be fairly old? But in saying that, I don't like, I don't know. She seems stiff in doing her channel videos. It's like there's nothing. I know a lot of people like watching it and everything, but for me, it all her video is reminiscing about the Waltons. I watched another one where she was talking to Cammy, the one who played Elizabeth. Oh my God, she looks good. I mean, Cammy, I don't know how old she would be. I think she was about 6 or 7 when the Waltons first started. And she grew up to be a beautiful girl with the long red hair, but I don't know how old she is. But as I said, she seems stiff. She doesn't seem to have any personality. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Was it Judy Norton? Mary Ellen Walton. I'll have a look. Mary who? Mary Ellen Walton. Mary Ellen E-N. Of course, she's Mary Ellen Walton. Judy Norton, that's it. Her name is Judy Norton. She's actually, it's got here, Mary Ellen Walton, actress dies. Oh, Mary, let me see. Oh, it's not. What? That is so wrong. Marion Hammerhawk, 74, who inspired the strong, sometimes feisty tomboy character of Mary Ellen on Walton's died. If not Mary Ellen, it's this woman who inspired the Mary Ellen character. She's 63. She's my age. I'm older. Oh, this was 21. So, yeah, but I'm going to be 65. Shit. See if you... There she is. See her? Judy Norton. Can you see her? Yeah, that's it. I cannot watch a lot of her videos. Sometimes if they come up, I will watch them, but otherwise I don't go looking for them. I've never been to a dawn service. I reckon the dawn service, I'm going back to Anzac Day. Dawn service are amazing because that's where you see the old codgers when they're out. And we have a holiday. If Anzac Day falls on a weekend, we actually have a long weekend, Monday off for that. But otherwise, if it falls on a weekday, we have a holiday on that day. So Australia, we had a 4-day long week last week, and now we've got a 3-day long weekend. What do I doing? Something? Yeah. The term Anzac is protected under Australian law. Of course it is. No one can actually use Anzac for anything because it's protected, because of what it stands for. What's going on? I don't think it's not. Is that all? 40 minutes. Wow, I'm getting down today. So let me see what's going on. I really got to get my home organised. It's organised. I know when the week before last, let me see. The week before last, I missed out getting my painkillers. I take Panadol Osteo. and I could tell how much good they were doing when I didn't have them. And up until yesterday morning, I thought my appointment was for yesterday. But I woke up and I thought, I better go check see what time my appointment is. I thought, it was the 22nd, not the 21st, so I was out. So today I had to go and get my painkillers, which is good. I got one packet, I'll get another. I usually get 2 at a time. So I've got to go in next Tuesday when I go shopping, and I will get another pack. I like to have 2 so it's a bit longer. Of course, I take 6 a day. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 before I go to bed. And I also take 1 digestive enzyme things, which is amazing. I mean, that they work amazing. What else is going? I don't think much is going on. I was going to say something about last week. There was something. Oh, yes. The week before last, I went into the it's got here the chemist warehouse. They've got one here in Grafton. And it's nice and handy for me to actually, when I go shopping, I can nick in there. And while I was in there, they actually had a sign that they were opened Good Friday. And I was shocked. And the girl behind the desk, she didn't like it. I said, it's sacrilege, because Good Friday didn't really know it. You know, they were open from probably 8 to whatever, which is so wrong. If people want to get painkillers in the public holiday, they can get them before, or they can wait for them, whatever they want to get. I stock up with things. That's why I like to have things stock up. If I've run out, I've got some. It's like me milk. I get 2 lots of milk each week, each fortnight, and actually I only go through 2 litres of milk a fortnight. 2 litres. Yeah, that's right. I buy the long life milk because I can just put it in the cupboard and do it that way. And also, Chemist Warehouse, the girl said that they're actually opening on Anzac Day. I said you can't start till 1 o'clock. But no, they're starting earlier, which is so wrong. Shops, they can open Anzac Day, but it's got to be 1 o'clock onwards. They've got to open. I remember when I was younger, little, we lived at Kingscliff. We used to go to the march down there, and there was a store. Back then, there was just the 4 square store, and they were open and serving people. Well, once the march was started, they would not serve anyone. But you know, which is good. But here, it's like people. It's not the people. If the shop's not open, people won't go. So it's people. So the shops, all they're at is the money, money, money. It's all they're after. But being the public holiday, I think it's only double time and a half, which means they get twice, an extra day and a half for working on a public holiday. So you don't have to work public holidays. They cannot make you work public holidays. So, yeah, I don't know, public holidays. Which is weird because Americans call, you have your holiday and you have vacations. Well, all of it just holidays. We have public holidays, or we have our holidays, where if we're working or whatever, we go away. We had time off. I think these days, there used to be 4 weeks holiday a year, but now I think it goes on hours. How long you've been working at a place, how many hours you have got for holidays, which is crazy. So we have public holidays like Anzac Day, Good Friday, Christmas Day. Although Boxing Day is a day after is 26th. Even though it is a public holiday, shops are still open. It's the same with, even though Anzac is a public holiday, shops will open from 1 p.m. onwards. What else is there? And we've got school holidays, which at the moment the kids are on holidays, so school holidays are at the moment. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I gotta catch you some sleep, haven't I, girl? Yeah. What else? That's what I was going to do today. Get some chippies. Go get some hot chips. I had hot chips the other week, and I was thinking stopping today and getting the cab only to the takeaway and walking. But I had too much to carry. I had 3 bags and I had my 2 jigsaw puzzles I was carrying, so I couldn't walk home with them. So maybe tomorrow I will do that. Well, that was yesterday. I get so confused over what days are. I've got to look on my phone to what day it is, because I know it's the day's the 23rd, but yesterday was the 22nd when I went for my appointment. But yeah. So what is happening, little girl? She is beautiful to hold. Look at her, taking her tongue out. Well, I'm trying to get Archie to say love you. I'm trying to get to say happy birthday to me. Not so he'll say, because his birthday's coming up. He can say peekaboo. I think he said oh shit earlier. But he doesn't say night-nights, which is what I say every night. Night-nights. He's a good talker. And I'm a bit peckish. So I might give it, this is not a good chat today. I might put Joy down. Get your arm out. Get your arm out. I wonder if these have got eggs in it. I'll have to check on the side. No, syrup, I'm sorry. Because I don't have eggs because it's a golden syrup. Haven't had golden syrup for a long time. CSR golden syrup used to come in a tin. These are yummy. Oh. I didn't want to actually get the store brand. I wanted to buy another brand, but I couldn't find on the shelf. So I got these. So they're going to be nice for a cup of tea. I hope you are having a cup of tea. What do you have with your cup of tea? I know we call these biscuits. But your biscuits are completely different to ours. What we call biscuits, Americans call cookies. I think the UK call them biscuits. Maybe because when people come from way back, they come straight to why? But America, you started off with the convicts coming to you, then you stopped it. So they would have come from the UK. So you changed everything. You changed everything around to your name. But our names are better, Bickies. We call them Bickies. Good old Bickies. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, that these last until, I think, about 8th of May. It's only a couple of weeks, so I don't think how they will go if I sent some of these as a giveaway. In the giveaway, I have to see. I hope that box will put in my favourite Bickies. These are nice. So nice. Look. Sally, do you like these Bickies? They are so yummy. Oh, one thing I noticed last week. I had this really crazy dream last week. I mean, it was crazy. It was something I would never do. It's something, why would I do it? I was in a run. I was in some kind of fun run. And I was running. Yes, me running. I can remember it. It was up near Currumbin on the Gold Coast, Lower Gold Coast. And I was going somewhere. I was talking. I said, "Do we have to go through Tweed Heads?" And I thought, we had to ask people where we were going, and we were running. And it's funny because when I woke up, I was all sweaty. I thought, my goodness, that dream. That dream, running, made me all sweaty and hot. Well, I am hot. But I thought, what? This is reason. Then there was another day, I was hot again. Then I realised what it is. The sun had moved in a different location. When it rises, it comes up in a different way, and it's coming through my bedroom window. So it just comes through. The curtains are not sun protected. It all comes through, and that's why. I thought, what am I going to do? I can't afford to buy blocked out curtains because that's the curtains I had down in Cops. Now I'm wishing maybe I should have kept them for here. But then again, I do like the curtains here, even though they do have big bows on them. So what I did, when I first moved here on the 22nd of January, so yesterday it was 3 months since I moved here. What I had to put something because there was nothing at the windows when I moved in. So I just got a sheet, an old sheet I got, and just put holes in the ends and stuck it on the curtain hook things. That's what I did. So the other night I thought, this is what I'm going to do. I got that sheet. I thought, I'll just try and see if this works. And hung the sheet up there over the other curtains, and it's keeping the sun out. The sheet is better than the curtains. I was told that they're the same kind of curtains at the front where I've got Archie. And if that's going to happen, I'm going to have to get a bigger curtain put there, maybe a king, queen sheet or something, and put there of a morning so that it's stopping the heat coming in. Because people who lived here before me, they actually said it does get hot there. But he didn't say it got hot there. But one thing I have fixed is my internet. My internet, I don't know if I mentioned it, you probably forgot, is that my phone is crazy. Got a tickle. It only connects to one of the network ports on my router. Only one. When I moved in here, it would chop. It would go from the second one, and for some reason it would try and connect to the main one, and it couldn't connect. And I thought, what am I going to do? It wasn't the guy in unit next door, unit 4. He said what he did, he moved the router closer to another part in the lounge room. So I finally got a longer cable for it. And I was going to sit on both on this little case I've got. Then I realised that looks so ugly sitting there with the router and everything. I thought, that looks ugly. So I sit it behind the TV. I've got a little stool sitting there. So I put it behind the TV. And ever since then, internet has been so perfect in here. I mean, it doesn't chop and change for one. Especially when I listen to my stories of a night time. It actually, just if I'm listening to it. Last night, I think I woke up about 3 times, 2-3 times. And going back to where I didn't have my Panadol Osteo, my left foot plays up. And I put that down to when a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I actually kicked it on a chair. It actually woke me up. I must have, seems like I actually walked to the bathroom, went to the toilet by myself without waking up. I was sleepwalking, and kicking my toe on the chair woke me up. That chair had been in the same place since I moved into the place. And now sometimes my foot aches, and it is hard, it's sore, and it's hard to walk on. So what I did, I had some socks. I just wore some socks for a few days, made it keep it warm, and it was all right. Hasn't played up since. I know I'll probably have to get some slippers soon, so I'll see how things go. We've got another overcast day today. Thank God it wasn't yesterday when I went out. I know yesterday I was going out, I was debating whether I'll catch a cab out, then walk home. But I'm glad that I walked and caught the cab home. Because with my groceries I had, I would have to catch another one. So I've got to think about that. Especially with, I got my first power bill since I've been here. No worries. Lucky I had, as I said, I was earning that money online, so that helped go towards that. And now I can actually set up my bank that I can pay money towards that each fortnight. You've got to be budget-wise. I actually, when the meter guy was read the other week, the guy come out, I asked him, could he show me how to read this meter? He showed me. I was doing it wrong, and I still do. It's confusing, because when I read it on Thursday afternoon and put the figures into my spreadsheet, I'd only used 21 kilowatts of of power. I think it was 21 of hot water and power, normal power, which is because I've got 2 meters, one for hot water, the power for the hot water, and one for the rest of the house. And it seems I use exactly the same amount of both, which in the past I have never done that. I don't cook. I think because last week as I said, I didn't do anything. I don't do a lot of cooking. I was actually thinking of actually getting a toaster oven and making fingers. I probably don't realise what fingers are. How I thought about it is fingers is actually like an open toasted sandwich. You got your bread and you put the filling on top of it and you put that under the griller with cheese and it all melts down and you cut them in. I remember way back, there was a cafe up in Tweed Heads in the shopping centre that had with a donut place as well. You'd go in there for lunch and morning tea, and they used to have these fingers. And I was thinking, could I do that? Maybe I could try them in the air fryer to see if, but then getting it out of the air fryer is a bit hard. Unless I use alfoil, get something to lift it out. Because I don't want to buy an toaster oven if I'm only going to use it a few times. But then I don't cook. Maybe when winter gets here, there's one recipe really easy. It's chicken and gravy, and it is really nice. And I add veggies to it, so I'm going to make that when it gets cooler. Yeah, it is really nice, especially when I add veggies to it. And getting the frozen veggies would be good, because I don't budgies and eat fruit and veggies. There's certain veggies they can't eat and that, but peas, he can eat that. I don't buy fresh veggies, anything. I might buy some spuds one day. I haven't had spuds for a while. I love mashed spuds. Cook mashed spuds and veggies and mash them all together and have a bit of gravy on it. That'd be a good meal. I've got to figure out. I think my birthday is on Thursday this year, so I've got to think out what I'm going to do. What are we? April. I'll start from May, June, July, August, September. So I think I have 4 months to go. What am I going to do? Because what I got yesterday was a bit, I thought if I got cheaper ones, it might have been cheaper, but it wasn't. So, that cut into my savings. So I've got to start really dig down and save a bit more money. It'd be nice to be able to hire a car for a couple of days, you know, and just go, I'm sorry, these are so yummy. Go for a drive to Lawrence, to McLean, which I haven't been for a long time. Lawrence is a beautiful little town. It has a ferry that goes from Lawrence to Maclean. Maclean can't, they got no of these takeaway franchise. You know, there's no Macca's, there's no Hug Jats, there's no KFC, there's just other stuff. There's none of this junk food takeaway. I don't eat any of that. I haven't had Macca's in a long time. I know I had KFC once at the plaza. I was down there, went over. I thought I wanted to get some chips and popcorn chicken. And I was shocked when I got it. The container had shrunk. I was shocked at what I got. It was absolutely, I could not believe it shrunk. I said, is that all? She said, yeah. I said, well, there used to be a big box. They used to have a good sized box of chips and popcorn chicken. Now they don't know. They might not be open Monday. I'll Google. I'll find out. Go get some chippies. So I got chippies a couple of weeks back. I was going to try and get them every week and they were yummy. And I think with these tablets I'm taking has really helped. I think I'm getting some snags and having snags. Snags are sausages. I know Mum used to buy the thick sausages. Now we've got a thin barbecue and the thick sausage snags. And used to cook the outside. And when they were good and cooked, then you cut them in half and flatten them down, and you cook the inside so they're nice and crispy. Oh, Mum was the best cook. I was second best cook making pastry. I've made it one. I do have a stove here, but it's gas. And gas will cost $90 for a thing of gas. So I don't really want to spend that much money. That is a lot of money. And if I don't do a lot of cooking, just, you know, why? Maybe I can make some little pies in the air fryer. Maybe that's the way to go. I'll have a look. I made apple pie once, and but I used tin apples, but the pastry was absolutely almost as good as Mum. Mum is second to none. Mine's third to none, and it was amazing, homemade pastry. So, I don't know what else we're going. I'm just thinking of things to say. It's just like, what's going on? Usually I'm talking and talking. I don't think, I know they used to have Sunrise is a show here in Australia, and they usually actually have broadcast the dawn service for Anzac Day, but it starts at 6 o'clock. Isn't it? Yeah, and I had the alarm set for 9 o'clock this morning. Same as, no, it was 9:30 this morning and yesterday morning. Oh, girls, the dream I had last night, oh my goodness. It was so crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. I do have crazy dreams. Now this one, you all know I used to be a taxi driver in Coffs Harbour. Well, this has got to, it was like I was taxi driving and in a maxi, and I got a call job, and they said, there's so many people. I said, yeah, you can fit them. Okay, I can fit them in. I think there was about 11. So they got in. I said, where they going? They're going to Mullumbimby. Mullumbimby is north of here, maybe a couple of hours north of here. And I thought, okay. And it seemed like the guy behind me was sitting on another guy's lap and leaning towards me, and I was leaning like this. It was like he was laying on my back. But the weird part is, it was like, at one part it seemed like we were walking, not in anything. It was like we were walking. And I remember, I don't know where we were, so walking along, and someone gave me this bag or something. I said, oh, thanks, you know, because we'll go on a big drive, you know. Looked in it, it was grapes and strawberries, things I don't eat. I like grapes, and the green grapes, or white grapes as they call them. But it was like crazy. And actually, and I remember Karina used to work at the taxi, and she used to in the call center at the taxi in the office. And she actually, I don't know what she was doing in the taxi. It was absolutely crazy. Oh, and I woke up, my back was sore. Oh, does any crazy dreams? Sometimes my dreams originate, they are centered around one part, like on the Tweed area, in Kingscliff and Tweed Heads and Crumbit, around that area. Maybe it's a sign for something, I have no idea, but this was down here, and it seems like part of the dream was up that way, Tweed Heads area too, and everything, but I was actually going to Mullumbimby, which is between here and the Tweed, so I have no idea. It is absolutely crazy how dreams manifest themselves. So, whatever the reason is for this crazy dream is, I don't know. Especially one last week when I was jogging, I was in a run. I thought, what is going on? And of course, when I woke up, as I said earlier, I was sweaty. I thought, because I was in the jog, it was only because the sun comes through the window. I don't know. Do you have crazy dreams? Crazy dreams you just don't. I've had some really good dreams. I mean, years ago, I'll have a really good dream. I wake up, go to the loo or something, and then back there trying to get back into that dream because it's been so good. And there was another dream I had. I don't know who this person was. It was like we were seeing each other, you know, and it was just that feeling that we'll see. Sometimes you don't see what is happening. Sometimes it's just a feeling in the dream that you get. And it's really crazy how our brain really works with dreams. I don't know. It's crazy. Maybe one day. I don't know. Don't know one day what. So at the moment, I'm just going to go every day as I can. Oh, just remembered. Grafton is well known for their jacaranda, and they have a jacaranda festival every year, which is November. They have a lot of things going on. There's streets are lined with jacarandas, and they're out in full bloom. And I actually have been here where they've been out in bloom. And hopefully I'll be able to get some videos. They have a lot of stuff going on. McLean, is it Ulmara? Ulmara is maybe about 15-20 minutes north of here. A beautiful little town, country town. It is really nice. But to live there, it is a beautiful little old historical town. They have a thing called, is it the River of Lights or something? I don't know. So Grafton has things going on, like this, the Jacaranda Festival. Coffs had nothing. Coffs did have, what was it called? Where Coffs Harbour would be inundated with members of the LGBTQI community. They would come there for a weekend every year, but that stopped. It didn't last. I know when it first come, the Catholic Church, they're in arms, you can't have this, people, and it is just crazy. I can remember I was working a Saturday, driving cabs, and I had to pick up at the street, and I was getting in the street. I said, no, that's not a female. That is not a female. Oh, I think it was a female. I don't know, female impersonator. I don't know. I don't know what this person was, but it was just fun, you know. I didn't get to go anything because I was working, and then after a while it just didn't work. I can't remember what it used to be called. I cannot remember what it was called. But it brought people to the area. You know, people, the Catholic Church, they must realise that there's people out in the community that are so against the rainbow community. It is so wrong. You know, there was a TV show called Forbidden Marriages, and there was a lesbian couple getting married. And the daughter and her fiance, they went and visited one of the father, and he was down. He said, "You will go to hell, and you're taking my daughter to hell with you." And I thought, how does he know? What's that? How does he know? You know, how does he know who's going to hell? They love each other no matter what, you know, and he cannot depict who goes to hell. He's this man on earth, and he's not God. And people think they are. They put others down, of course, of who they love, for the colour of their skin, for whatever reason. And it's just so wrong. Accept people for who they are at face value. If you do not like something, most of the time you cannot tell a member of the LGBTQI that, oh my God, that is a lot of letters. You cannot tell who's a member of it. I can't tell sometimes. And it is so wrong. I have never been put down because of who I am. Although I did have a friend who did not like me being with a woman. She did not like it at all. No way did she like it, because it's against God. And I thought, she's against God for judging. You do not judge anyone unless you've walked in their shoes. It is so wrong. So everybody, be who you are. No matter who you are, be proud of who you are. I'm finding that person again, and she's coming out. And I can remember when I first realised I was gay, it was the most happiest time of my life. I mean, happiest. Before that, since that, and before that. I mean, that was the happiest of it. Maybe I was happy with my ex, but not as happy as I was then. Because my ex, all the lies and the deceitfulness and what was going on was no. And to find that person who will be honest and true. So next, if I do meet someone, there's going to be, I'll be looking, I know you shouldn't, but looking for the red flags. What happened, I know I shouldn't do that, but it's what is going to happen with coming to trust someone who will not lie to me, who will not cheat on me, or whoever she is with, not lie about your family, not lie and everything, you know, it's just wrong. And when I was on those sites, the people that into their family, they love, and the family is a part of them. Well, I've got no family. I knew I do communicate one of my sisters occasionally now and then, but in all essence, I don't have any family. And that is sad to say that. I've always wished our family was better. I always wished I didn't have an arsehole of siblings. But there's nothing I can do to change the way they are. It's just concentrate on me. That's just the way it is. You concentrate on each of ourselves and think of us. If we don't like an environment that is not healthy for us, we get away from that environment. And I didn't realise when I moved to Coffs Harbour all those years ago that I was getting away from that environment. And then moving to Grafton, oh my goodness, I know I didn't want to move here. Main thing was leaving Waratah, where I volunteered, leaving that and having to find somewhere new here. And and with my mental illness, with the anxiety and everything I have, I know it comes into play, and that is going to be a thing. But I wish I was turning 67 this year, but I'm not. Maybe I should. I can't, because they've already got my birth certificate. I can't put my age up. But I feel good for my age. I see people who are older than me, and who are younger than me or whatever, and they look older than me. I've got a sister, she looks older than me. And she's only 18 months, she looks old. The last time I seen it, she looked really old and thin and drawn and everything. And I thought, I don't have enough. As I said, there's only one sister I'm in contact with. And the others, no, they don't know me on Facebook, so they can't contact me. One did email me a few years ago. I blocked her. I have no contact with anyone, only this one sister, and only when I want to say something or whatever. If I ever get to go up north, head up north again, I'll be contacting her. I don't know when they'll be. Now I've got to save up for that if I want to go. Then I've got Archie to worry about. If they'll allow me to take him. He loves travelling. When we were in the car travelling here that day, he was having fun. He was having fun. He was on the cage, on the seatbelt. He wouldn't want to move. He was sitting on his cage and he was looking around at the sky. He loved it. So I was thinking maybe I should get something and take him for walks. I'm on a group on Facebook and for budgies, and this one girl, she has a budgie. Her son took him to show and tell in this little carry basket, and he loves, and it's like this budgie understands everything. Like, she walked outside the other day, and she was outside, then her husband said, "Stop." She stopped. He said, "Cujo." And he just called out Cujo, came to Dad, and the bird flew to him. You know? But sadly, I heard yesterday on Facebook that he had got out, and the last I heard, they hadn't found him. This is a bird who knows his name, and hopefully they'll find, because he was the most amazing. He used to go shopping. Oh, she'd take him out for walks, and little boy, she used to take him with, used to pick the kids up from school, and the kids loved him. And it was just amazing. You know, he does all these tricks. And I'm hoping that when I go on the Facebook later, that hopefully that she will have found him, that he will come home. Because Archie, if something happened to Archie, that means I'll have to get another one and start all over again. I love him the way he is. You know, he's not like Cujo. But for this woman, she lose Cujo. It's like a kid, because they're so into it, what she does. You know, this little budgie. Just, you wouldn't think a little budgie is could mean so much. And this, we used to always see him coming up. And there's another one called Elvis, and they sing and they talk, and it is just amazing what these little birds can do. And with Archie and his talking, it is amazing. As I said, you can say peekaboo, you can say g'day mate, crikey mate, he doesn't say it that much anymore. Happy Easter, he slowed up on Happy Easter, thank goodness. It would get monotonous, he was saying Happy Easter. But yeah, I'm trying to get him to say happy birthday, because his is coming up. So yeah, so I think that's it for today. We will see you later. Garfield. Hello. You Garfield. And Joy. Come here, Joy girl. Oh, she is one heavy baby. Turn around. She is a chubby baby. Aren't ya? Joy. She is gorgeous. So everybody, we will see you again next week. And I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in this world. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself. had time, me time. Well, I have me time all the time, don't we? So everybody, going out is good for me because, especially even though yesterday morning I had my anxiety set in and everything, I did feel good. I'm glad I got there. I had my sub for lunch. Loved it. So we will see you next week. Bye. Bye. Do you want to see another one? Oh, she is heavy, 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 heavy. Pardon what? Absolutely. You hungry? You hungry? And I said, I don't think I could send these in a giveaway because they might not last. I have no idea. Maybe. Everybody, bye.